Yeah. Hi, it's Alan here. I'm here to do the King of Horror Stephen King tag. I was tagged by my friend Jessica at Just Book Girl TV. She's a big Stephen King fan like me, and link to her channel, and I'll try to link to her specific video of her visiting the King mansion in Bangor. It was a really great video, Jessica. I really liked it. But I've been a lifelong Stephen King fan. A lot of people don't know that about me. So, and go back to Jessica's channel for the prompts because I don't want to type them out with my thumbs. I've got them right here. I've got my answers here. So let's go. The first question is like, who turned you on to Stephen King? Now we're going back to memory lane, but I know the guy's name is Mark Isler. I've lost touch with him, but high school, or actually like junior high, he had a lot of Stephen King books, and I think the first one I read was The Shining. He started me off at the Preem. But hang on a second, let me get this going. Prompt 2. Okay, what was the first Stephen King book you read? I answered that. Or It. He turned me on to It, too. I'll be talking about It. That's one of my favorite King books. They all are really... I'll answer the ones I don't like in some of the prompts coming up. Okay, 3. Have you read a Stephen King book published the year you were born? Now, I tried to find that. I was born in 1963. And every time I Google it, well, his novel 1963 comes up. And then I'm trying to find the list of his publications. And there's so many, they're by stories and novels. So you guys will have to help me out. What was published in 1963? And I have not read the Kennedy book about 1963 either, yet. 4, which of his books do you prefer to collect? Hardcover editions, paperbacks, or it doesn't matter to you? Really doesn't matter to me. You can look around. I have hardbacks, paperbacks, ebooks, audio. I prefer paperbacks. I mean, if it comes down to it, 5, how many of his books are on your bookshelf? None. I don't have any Stephen King books. I'm sorry. Just have a Stephen King t-shirt, a couple of them. But Dad sent me a Stephen King book, but it was one of those hard case books for YA. So I put it in a free box for somebody. 6. Stephen King is known for long and gory novels. Which of his novels was tough for you to read? Well, I never liked the Tommy Knockers. I didn't like that. About the plane. And what was that? Under the Globe. They made it into a TV show too. I didn't really like that. But believe me, I defend Stephen King. All his books are different. They're all different but similar when you get into like the what do they call it? All the things in the Richard Bachman books and that, and in the Regulators and Insomnia. Talk to me in the comments about it if you know what I'm talking about. These reoccurring themes and characters like I don't know, for example, tennis shoes hanging up by power lines as symbols about. Do you know what I'm talking about? Let me know in the comments. Okay, where was I? 7, have you ever DNF'd a Stephen King book? No. I DNF. I don't hesitate to DNF. Believe that, but not Stephen King. But not Stephen King. 8. Have you read his books in publication order? No. 9. What Stephen King books would you like to read but haven't read yet? Well, the 1963 one I need to read. I've read, or I've seen like BookTube reviews about it. Seems like it's a divided line. Some people really like it and some don't. 10. Name a book he has written that other people liked but you didn't. Again, I'm a big fan, so even Tommy Knockers I didn't like. Let's see. It's hard for me to pick. I mean, because I like him so much. 11. Name a book of his you think is underrated. Well, Misery, for one. Jessica mentioned that book. I remember in Phoenix, Arizona, I won free tickets to the movie. So I did see the movie first before I read the book, but you need to read the book because it's missing a letter in the typography. It's missing, like, he's typing on a typewriter, right? She hobbled him with it. His foot is hobbled. He can't get out of bed. So he's typing. This typewriter has a missing key, and that's in the text. Really, every novel is different. Every novel of Stephen King's is unique. I defend him whenever possible. 12. Creepy characters. Which Stephen King characters would you have liked to have dinner with? Oh man, I don't know. I'd probably like to commiserate with all the kids in It, the book It, against Pennywise. I'd like to have a group dinner with them and talk about Pennywise. 13. Has Stephen King inspired you to start reading and writing? Yeah. His book on writing, I've had several times. It's one of those books I buy and give away to people. On writing. It's a great, great book if you're a writer. 14. If you were able to meet Stephen King, what would you say? I would say, where do you get your ideas? Nobody ever asks him that. 15. Have you ever been to Bangor, Maine? No, but you have, Jessica. You're lucky. 16. Which do you prefer more, his books or movies? Boy, some of his movies are really great, like Pet Sematary, but Pet Sematary is one of my favorite books by King. I enjoy them equally, both. I mean, even the bad Stephen King movies are good, like Cujo. It's so outrageous, but it's so good. Scary. Make me scared. Name your favorite Stephen King movies. Oh, I just did. And I love The Shining, and I love Stanley Kubrick. And there are so many symbols in that movie. If you're into it, you already know. There's a documentary about that movie. And what is it? That 410? That's the room where the twin girls were. Tag some people. Well, Jessica, you tagged a lot of people. I can't remember exactly who you tagged, but I'm going to tag my friend, Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads. I don't think you tagged him, and I know he's read a lot of Stephen King. But check out some of my Stephen King stickers. There's another Carrie one down there. Carrie again. Prom Queen. Thanks again for tagging me, Jess. I appreciate it. And if you're watching this, you're tagged as well, all right? Have a good day, man. See you later.